Hey, now we're back and we're at Tommy Lasorda. And it's funny, I was telling my son I'm going downstairs to shoot a video. And he goes, "Who are you shooting?" And I said, "Tommy Lasorda." And he goes, "Who's that?" Because Tommy Lasorda died actually not that long ago when you think about it. I think he died in 2021. And when I said, he was like Jim Leland. He goes, "Oh, one of those." So I think Tommy Lasorda's most fascinating statistic in the major leagues is he was sent down for a player to be named, which was Sandy Koufax of the 55 Dodgers. And other than that, he really had no real remarkable major league career. Obviously, he became very well known as the manager for the Dodgers later on. 1,599 career wins, 1997 Veterans Committee Hall of Famer. He got in before there was no real votes. It was still very chummy, still late in those days. And people, they would meet and they would come out and say, "Guess what? So-and-so is a Hall of Famer." So they came out and said, Tommy Lasorda is a Hall of Famer. Not that he's not deserving. His persona was in a way larger than life. He would go on tangents all the time about Lord knows what. He would yell at people. He defended his player. He was real chummy with his players being in LA. Like as a kid, I remember there was an episode of Silver Spoons. I'm going to take a way back time machine. And Silver Spoons, where Ricky Schroeder was trying to buy up all the local Tommy Lasorda cards and it creates supply and demand. And then Tommy Lasorda, of course, makes a cameo at the end of the episode. So he was everywhere being a manager of LA. He had a very larger than life persona. Excellent signer if you can get to him. And the reason why I say if you can get to him, again, he would, especially after his career ended, there are stories that he would sit on a golf cart for hours and just sign anything and everything that was put in front of him. So we'll get to this in a little bit, but I was looking on eBay and there's like 1,000 items listed right now, autographed by Tommy Lasorda. My guess is they're all good because he was that easy of a person to get. Surprisingly enough, after his induction in 97, he still wasn't doing that many shows. I remember it took quite a while for me to get his autograph in person, because back then I was still trying to get everyone's autograph in person. He finally got inducted to, believe it or not, the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. He set some impressive record as a minor leaguer with the Montreal Royals, similar to same team Jackie Robinson was on. And they inducted him there, and he came in for the induction. And we'll talk more about that later. So let's take a look at the autograph analysis of Tommy Lasorda. And so up until COVID, Lasorda, this is a good Tommy Lasorda baseball. This is probably signed post-induction, 2-stroke T to the M. You can see the Lasorda kind of loops around. The Lasorda can be not very different, but different. We'll see. Usually the L does not cross right here. It's a 1-stroke L, but it can go through. There's nothing there. It says it can't. You just more want to look for the round and stuff like that. The O, the A, you can see the OR to the D, and the D usually leans to the left. You see how that leans to the left? That's where you're looking. It rarely, I don't want to say never, it rarely connects to this A, which here looks like a U. And this is one of those autographs here. Usually this A at the end is open, and this one as well. Obviously, this is a post-induction autograph, 2-stroke T, the O, the M. You see the Lasorda still rounded. Again, some breaks here. The breaks are all over. There's nothing too consistent, unfortunately, about the Lasorda. But again, you can see how that D leans to the left. That's really what you're looking for. And a break again to the open A at the end. Again, now we're getting to an older ball. I don't know. I can't see this thing right here. But again, it's still a 2-stroke. And then you see Lasorda is still round. The D is a little different. And the A, it's tough to tell right here. I think Roger Craig's autograph is coming down into that. So I don't want to take too much into that. This is not the autograph you're typically going to buy. Again, this is a little more common right here. Now, what's a little unique about this one, you can see right here, it's a 1-stroke T instead of a 2-stroke T. No, that doesn't make it bad. It's still good. The L, like I said, is very rounded up here, which you want to see around down here. The D, like I said, this one here is connected to the A. It's still an open A, which you want to see an open D. A lot of open letters besides the A right here and the O. You can see this A right here is open. The A right here is open. That's actually an O. Again, these are older autographs. But again, this is a really old Playing Days autograph is my guess. And even here, I mean, you can see the real round L that we talked about. It's tough to tell in this angle, but that D still slants to the left with the open A right here. So again, his autograph never changed that much. Again, we're back here. This is signed, obviously, post Hall of Fame. It's a 1-stroke T instead of a 2-stroke T. Still good. It's just, I don't think laziness per se. Again, the L, you can see the nice round L right here. You see how that D leans to the left, which is, again, what you want to see. Again, right here, one more two-stroke T, not a one-stroke, two-stroke. The OM, he was pretty good about setting every single letter in his alphabet. We want to see a nice round L, which, again, we see right here. The D is a little more straight than what you're going to see right here. So I think that's maybe just one more. Yeah, but again, this is 1953 playing days. You're going to see nothing like this. But again, nice still round. You see how that D side lifts up and to the left, like it's about to fall to the left. That's what you want to see. But again, no one is forging Tommy Lasorda. I went to Outer Safe. Again, I'm a big fan of theirs. Nothing bad here. Again, these are all good two-stroke T's right here. The L is nice and round. You see the break between the A and the S. The D little leans to the left. The A is open. Again, this is a very common autograph. What you're going to see. All these are good. I don't want to spend too much time. Get a two-stroke T. See how the L's really leans to the down. But that D, again, leans to the left. You want to think it's falling over. And it's an open A, not real open, but it's an open A. Again, great signer. And these are all good. There's no one's faking a Tommy Lasorda. I mean, again, I think this is good. Someone's crying. I don't know the crying emoji here. I still think this Lasorda is good. I didn't look at this one that closely. Let's take a look here. Out. Best of luck. Lasorda looks to be in two different hands. So that's very interesting that the time Lasorda is out. I can see why, because of the fact that see how that T here is around. But the L, I mean, they got that right. But the D is not falling to the left. It's falling to the right. So, God, who would fake a Tommy Lasorda autograph? That's like, I don't know. I feel sorry for that person. Anyways, yeah, no, I can see why it's out. So again, these are old. I'm sure these are all good. This looks like, I'm sure this is good. This is like a later in life spring training safe. Yeah, this is probably a later in life spring training autograph. His hand got very loud infirmary. When he passed away, he was the oldest living Hall of Famer, believe it or not. When I saw him in his induction, he said he wanted to live to be 100. He came close at 93. Yeah, so you see how the D still leans way to the left here. But like this is what he was signing for a free autograph. This is what you got. Like I said, I went through eBay. Everything I could see here was good. Like I said, it has to be really bad for it to be no good. Like I said, I don't want to go through everything because, again, he's such a common autograph. One last story. So when I got his autograph, he had a black pen and he wasn't changing it for whatever reason. It was a free signing, signed it right in front of me. You can see the break between the A and the S. The D falls to the left. This is a sit-down signing. This is why I won't do black pens. You can see up from a distance, it's not that bad. Up close, you could see the ink starting to bleed already around the autograph. And it really bothers me that I never got his autograph again. I tried to. He didn't do many shows. Like I said, he was very rare in that regard. But if you went to spring training in Dodgertown, man, he was a signing machine. So that is it with Tommy Lasorda. Like I said, very common autograph, very good signer. But we're going to move to a much more rare autograph. Not impossible, but a much more rare one in Tony Lazzeri. So as always, keep collecting.